Okay, so why don't you just tell me about what it is you do on your spare time, your extracurricular.
Awesome. Hey guys, Kosarin here. So my extracurricular, anytime I'm not at work or recording or doing anything with that, I'm always here at dance, especially doing ballet. It's my favorite form. This is my main studio where I take most of my classes and private lessons, and I'm excited to show you guys around.
What makes dance special to you?
So there's something that I love so much about dance that the harder you work, the better you get. There's a real direct system of like, if you work your butt off in class, then you're gonna get better. And I love that. I also love that it's a fun form of physical fitness because it's really hard for a lot of people to find something that's active that they are passionate about, that they love doing, and that's what dance is for me. That it's not only a love and an art form, but it's something I get to be, fit with. I get to exercise with it and get out all my energy because, standing all day or sitting in school or being at rehearsals, there's a lot of energy that you've got to contain, and so being able to come here and just dance and move is so much fun.
So fitness is really important to you?
Totally, yeah, and that of course comes along with dance, but yeah, it's definitely something important to me. I try to, make sure that I'm eating healthy, with the occasional potato chips here and there. But yeah, it's very important to me.
How did you get into dance?
When I was younger, actually, I did dance when I was really little, when I was 2 or 3. But when I was younger, 8, 9, 10, I did gymnastics. That was like my main sport, which I did competitively for a few years. And then, because my mom was a dancer and singer-actress on Broadway, she thought it would be fun, to do some more dancing stuff. And I was like, yes, awesome. So I came to dance and I started to really fall in love with it. And it got to a point where I couldn't do gymnastics and dance anymore because I was doing, 3 hours of gymnastics class and then run to ballet for 3 hours. And it was just, I couldn't handle that much. So I decided to go with dance because I loved it so much, and it became something I do almost every day.
What about ballet specifically?
Ballet is my favorite, I think, of the forms of dance that I do. I do jazz and lyrical and hip hop too, and contemporary and all the other forms except tap. But it's funny because when I started dance, ballet was the one that I really didn't like because you had to be very controlled and very, fluid, as opposed to jazz where I could just jump around and be crazy. But I grew to love it because, I don't know, there's something beautiful to me about like doing something that looks so controlled and easy that's so insanely difficult. That you don't even realize until you do it. The first time I came to a ballet class, the first time I put on my pointe shoes, which I'll show you, I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. You just go up on your tippy toes. I've done that in my sneakers a million times. And it's way, way harder than it seems. So I love that there's that juxtaposition of something that looks so beautiful and fluid and easy and is actually really difficult and requires a lot of effort.
Let's see here. What are kind of, I guess, the steps, or what are really important principles? Yeah.
So basically the way that a class works is that I'll come here to the studio and there's a little section out there with like couches, a little lobby area, and I'll stretch and I'll warm up before my class starts, and then once it starts, I come in here, I get my shoes on, either my flat shoes or my pointe shoes, depending on the class, and then we come over here to the bars behind me, and we do plies, we do, basic steps, getting harder and harder and harder through the bar to get warmed up and to, move your muscles and get working. And then after about an hour of bar, we do about an hour of center. So we'll come into the center and we'll do jumps, sautés, or we'll go to the corner and we'll do pirouettes, we'll do turns across the floor. And then if we started the class on flat, that's usually when we'll put our pointe shoes on for center. And we keep going until class is over. And classes are usually, for ballet, about 2 hours. And then there's also rehearsals for the big show that we have at the school every year.
Okay. How can people get into it? Like, do you need to do anything special, or?
If you want to dance, just find a class, find a studio nearby, go online, look for good studios in your area, read the reviews, see what people say about it. I would say one of the things that's really important is find what style of dance you love the most. I think it's important to do all of them to be a well-rounded dancer, but to find the one that you love and make sure that the studio really offers a lot of that style, so you don't end up going to a studio and you love contemporary and realize that they only do ballet, or vice versa. Yeah, go research, find a place that you love and take some classes and see what part of dance you fall in love with the most.
Cool. Okay, let's try something a little bit tricky since you won't have the mic on you when you're showing the... Can you just kind of go over like whatever where you're going to be showing us? Just be like, so right now I'm...
Okay, well let me think. I'll show the pointe shoes and like the warm-up area.
Okay, so that'll be one
That's
thing.
one. I can show
The bar and then the center?
some stretching and stuff at the bar, and then a few moves in the center, yeah.
Okay,
That works.
so-
Does that work, Miss Lisa?
Yes, dear, I'm right here.
Does that work? Just like the 3 segments will do like
Whatever
point
you
shoes and
want.
warm up, and then bar and then center. basically,
Sure.
right? That works?
Yeah, I would do bar before you do point shoes, just so it goes in.
Yeah, but I
Progression,
just
but
want to
you're not
have my
doing a
point
full
shoes on
bar.
because I'm not doing full bar. I'll
So
just
then
like stretch.
show your point shoes,
Yeah, and
do
then I'll
what
do
we were
bars
talking
after.
about early, do
Cool.
your stretches, that'd be perfect.
Awesome.
'Cause I think a lot of people, especially me, being a boy, have no idea what the bar is for.
Yeah,
And
no, I'll totally.
It's not
I'll
to
totally-
hang off of.
No,
Yeah.
I'll totally.
I see it there. I know it exists.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
But
Kara, if you're going to talk about the bar, make sure that you talk about the training aspects of
Of
the
course,
training
yeah.
in the center.
we'll just this will be kind of rough, and we'll see how it goes.
So basically, a few of the things that I'm going to share with you guys is, first of all, the way that our point shoes work. Because you look at them and you go, how does that work? How do you go up on your toes in these shoes? They're not constructed quite the way that you would think they are. And like we have to sew them before we can use them, which I'll show you. So I'll show you how that works. And then the bar, the mysterious bar, it is not just for like swinging off of. It's a lot of it is aspects that you then carry with you into the center, but you have a lot of help from the bar as far as balance is concerned, as strength is concerned. It's a really good kind of training and warm up for the rest of the class. And then I'll show you some stuff in the center, which personally is my favorite part because it's where you get to really move and dance, and the combinations get a little bit more interesting. So it's definitely my part of class, so my favorite part, so excited to see.
Cool. I think that's about it. We'll just shoot like an intro and then
Awesome.
let's try it.
Hey, I'm Kira Kosarin, you're watching Fan La La, and this is my extracurricular.
Cool. Okay. Now I got a sense of what we got going on. Let me. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, I'm Kira Kosarin, and you're watching Fan La La, and this is my extracurricular.
Cool. Let's do it again. I'll just get closer.
You still want the jump?
Yeah. Never mind. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Left. Good?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kira Kosarin, and you're watching Fan La La, and this is my extracurricular.
Cool. I think we got it.
Awesome.
Okay.
I could
So.
also do, a needle. I could do just simple kick right behind the head on the side.
Yeah. Can you try one of
I
those?
could do this one.
That'll work. Let's try one of
That
those.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's also just the like simple, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hey, catch my breath. Hey, I'm Kira Kosarin, you're watching Fan La La, and this is my extracurricular. Oh god, I kicked myself in the head. I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Kira Kosarin, you're watching Fan La La, and this is my extracurricular.
Cool. I'm rolling.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is my point shoe bag, where I keep my pairs of point shoes that I'm working with. I usually like to keep 2 or 3 good ones in rotation, because when you first get them, they're really new and they're really hard to dance in, and then you break them in a little bit, and they're really fun, like they don't hurt as much. They still hurt always, but it's worth it. And then once you wear them too much, they get soft and they get what's called dead. We have dead point shoes. So I have right here a pair of brand new point shoes that I wore just last night for the first time. And then I have a pair of really dead ones that I wore a lot. So first off, these are my toe pads, which kind of protect your feet from the floor, and I will show you. I like to put them under my tights because it helps them stay on while I'm dancing, so they don't just fly right off. And when you start putting on your point shoes, it takes quite a long time to figure out how to tie them and stuff, but the longer you do it, the faster you get. So this is a pair of new point shoes. So you can see they still have their satin on the boxes. They're nice and pretty and shiny. Elastic sticking out. And if you can see on the inside here, the stitching, we have to sew all of our own shoes. So the first thing that I do when I get a pair of point shoes is I cut the elastic, I measure and cut the ribbons, I sew them into the inside of the shoe to fit my foot. And then you have to cut and singe the edges so that they don't fray. So this is my new pair. And then if you'd like to see what a dead pair looks like, here's your example. They're dirty and they're broken. There's no satin left. If you see on this pair, I go to bend them and they barely bend. While this pair bend quite a lot. That's from pointing my foot in them. They bend more and more. So I'm gonna put on my dead shoes today because they're a little easier for me to dance in than my new ones. So I'm gonna slide my foot into the shoe.
Okay, before you get too far, I just want to get a close-up of just both shoes.
I can do it when I do it, but here.
So just kind of in the same position, just kind of hold them up, you know. Here are
Oh, here,
the-
let me do them like this. This is the best way to show them off.
Let's see here. Okay, so I get the new ones. Okay, and then the not so new ones. Cool. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna put on the dead ones.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put on my dead ones right now because they're a little easier to dance in because my new ones aren't quite broken in yet. Just gonna put my foot in here. And when you first learn how to tie your point shoes, usually an older girl at ballet will teach you. One of the girls in my old studio taught me how to do this. Everyone does it slightly differently, but the longer you do it, the faster you get, which is really helpful for quick changes and stuff when you're performing. You just fold this up here. Let me turn this way so you can see better. Fold up these little extra edges and tuck them in there so they don't come out during dance. And then when you're in performances, sometimes I like to sew those in or even hairspray them to keep the ribbons from falling out on stage. My teacher does not like it when my ribbons come out on stage. I'm gonna do my left one. I'll do this one a little faster since I'm not showing you. And when you put these on every day for class, they get faster and faster. It took me about 5 minutes the first time I ever tried to put my point shoe on, and I had to do it 3 times. So I'm gonna throw these back in my point shoe bag. I like to stick one inside the other just so I remember what pair belongs to what, because when I have 7 pairs in here at a time, it gets super confusing. All right, let's get dancing.
Perfect. That was great.
Awesome. Oh.
I'm rolling whenever you're ready.
So the main reason that we use the bar is because it gives support and helps you, with balance, of course. And it also helps you train certain skills that you wouldn't be able to do in center. For instance, where you're doing something on point the whole time, where you wouldn't be able to balance. So basically the first thing that we always start off with is plies. So we always start in first position and we just do our simple, we're warming up our legs and just kind of getting into ballet mode and stretching. Hello again. We always stretch backwards and we do everything right side and left side, so we're even ballerinas. And then we do fast exercises, we do some développés and some really slow exercises, which are really hard for me. And then my favorite part is at the end of bar, before we go into center, we always stretch. So we start out in front, my ribbons are coming out, there we go, and coming back. Stretching our backs out, and then my favorite stretch is always to the side, where my friends all say it looks like I'm broken. And of course to the back, which I'll just show you on this side. So lots of stretching involved, because you get your muscles really tense and tight while you're working at the bar. And then the other main reason that we use it is for skills, like I said, that you wouldn't be able to do. For instance, we do a lot of flex exercises at the bar. And you can catch the bar. We do that one more time. So we do a lot of flex exercises at the bar. And you can catch yourself, which you can't really do in the center. So then when you come to center, which I will now show you, you can do some cool stuff with it, like this. And that's all thanks to the use of the bar. So it's a pretty cool tool.
Cool. If you don't mind, I'll just have you kind of
One more thing.
Oh, there's one more thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to get this from the side.
Which side?
That side.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
So the other stretch at the bar that I really like to do, and I'm skipping over some of the really hard, slow exercises that are really hard to do. Not as much so fun to watch. But my favorite is clutches, where you come to the back, and it's basically just swinging your leg. You have to get it as high as you can while staying turned out and keeping your foot pointed. So that one's a really fun stretch, especially to the back. And attitude, and then in straight leg. And that helps a lot with flexibility, with grand jetés, leaps in the center. So there's a lot of cool stuff on the bar.
Awesome. If you,
It's really hard to talk while you dance.
I bet.
I think I'm enjoying it.
If you don't mind, I'll have you just kind of run through everything again. You don't have to talk about it, just for B-roll, just so I can, because I was, framed here. It's just like I just want to get a wide. Yeah, we'll get a lot of
And
that.
there's also like grand jetés across the floor, really impressive too.
So you can just run through stuff. I'll just
I'll do what I said.
pick off shots. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Hello. Do the other side. Oh, the stretching?
Yeah.
Kara, would you like some music for like an adult show or something?
It's okay, we're just getting quick mural shots.
Or you're just
For
going
the
to
center
send
image.
pictures?
No, it's just videos to squeeze in while I'm talking. So it'll have my voice over it, so.
Okay.
Do you need to get the clutches, the
Do you want me to
swings?
grab those pens?
Sure. Oh, I'm not shooting the ground.
Okay, good. Do it again.
Yeah, I could do that
Side if we can get it.
from the side.
Yeah.
There's a bench if you want to use it here.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. Thank you.
These are your knees. Like sit on a half my head.
Okay. So yeah, if you don't mind, just do some whatever's you got planned.
Footwork?
Yeah.
You want me at my feet?
Yep.
Well, then I'll just go this way if that's, or do you want more stuff? He's away my feet.
Doesn't matter.
Cool. I think, and then we can move it to the floor. Yeah, to the center. I don't know the terminology, but
Just here on Zoom, see my mom today.
Why don't you top it on the floor with the double line here, on the top of the floor with the double line there, then shin, 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 I'll say attitude.
and you can say like, oh,
I'll say it
music.
first. I'll say it first. Second. Yeah, that's good. Doubles. Yeah.
And pivot here, shin, 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 I'll say attitude. And you can step back and double tap and run to the other corner as though you're going to go to the other corner, but then they cut because you're not going to do your left side. I kind of move again, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want the music louder or do you?
Preferably no music, just for the first part. During the B-roll, she can, when she'll, because I just need her to
I'll
explain,
explain it first slowly and then I'll actually do it for you.
Will you just tell me when to put the music?
and then we'll be good. Okay, so, one of my favorite parts of ballet.
I'll intro it.
Okay, so where are you gonna think you're gonna end up?
It's a corner, all the way across the corner.
Even for just the
Oh,
explanation?
just for explaining?
Yeah, I guess I could just get like
I mean,
closer on you or
as
whatever.
long as you can get full body, I can just stay in spot.
Okay.
Stay in place.
Well, we can always cut, so I can just have you explain it and then just cut. So, all right, whenever you're ready.
So one of the things that is also really helped by the bar, we do passe balances at the bar, which you might have seen at the end of some of our combinations, which helps with pirouettes in the center, which are one of my favorite parts of center. Sometimes they're really spot on, and sometimes they're not so much. It's one of those that you have to really be on your balance and in your center. So most of the time our combination across the floor is we'll do a tombe pas de bourrée, which is a fall, backside front step, and then pirouettes and land with different arm positions, and sometimes we'll go the other way, and we'll put steps in between it. So it's definitely one of my favorite parts of floor. So check it out.
Cool. Okay.
It's really uncomfortable.
All right, let's see how this goes.
I might have to do a couple takes. Just so I haven't
That's fine.
turned in a while.
Okay.
How do you take off? Think about your front leg pushing forward because you're collapsing it. Yeah. Really overturn it. Remember, you can't get injured in that leg. Except for the ribbon on the right.
Told you she doesn't like when my ribbons come out.
Yeah, you're running more than 5 laps a day here on screen. Check your not done. Thank you.
Can you
Whatever
three?
you want.
I'm gonna do 3 and then I'll lay down. It's just easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, whenever you're ready.
So another favorite of mine in the center after we do all of our jumps and our turns and our adagios, which is the really, really slow things that you see in ballet that are really, really difficult. We do our very last exercise of class with it, which is usually a grand jeté or a saut de chat, which is a leap across the floor. Sometimes it's with a développé, which means you go to bent to straight, and then sometimes it comes straight up to straight leg, and sometimes you do a bent leg attitude in the back. There's all sorts of little different variations, but it's one of my favorites because you can really move and travel. It's really fun, so I'm gonna show you guys now.
Cool. Okay, now I'll come over here.
It's really hard to tell. Yeah, I'm gonna run like that. That's a really solid
What's your name? And come across it. I'll just help you the other way. Let me use it. Yeah, turn out your front legs.
Do you want to? Let me just see. There's 23 on that. That's better. Attitude, arabesque, torche jeté, step développé, step awesome like record.
No, do the développé first.
That's what it is, yeah. That might be, okay.
You can do your torche jeté from here,
Left leg though.
but then you can do tombe pas de bourrée, assemblée.
Let me just try the ground jeté so that we can switch up a little bit. Thank you.
passe, con, passe. Try and do 4 of them so he's got whatever he needs.
Does that work for you?
If you needed to put any, if you needed to put any words on that,
I can knock out.
yeah.
We've got basically 50 hours of material, so if you need anything, just tell us, we'll make it work.
Alright. I'll have you do it just like right here or
Yeah,
just,
that actually might be funny to get for telling the combination, because to non-date, it doesn't sound like English, because it's not French.
well, yeah.
So it's like, tamé, sagroche, cadre, bourre, passe, ashkat, cadre, ashkat, ishke.
I was gonna say like, oh, it sounds like you're talking a different language. It's like, wait, you are talking a different language.
It's like Lord of the Rings, the fairy language.
It kind of is.
But it all means things. And for the first, it all makes sense.
Alright, I'm rolling. You do what you do.
This one traveled, but do you want me to stay still?
If you can.
Yeah.
Passe, con.
I just forgot how to do it. I'll do it again.
Con, passe. It's going to look much better. Go right forward to him.
Cool.
So I got to do less.
Do you need anything else, or you got it?
Of that?
If no, what else do you need?
Anything.
Did you do that little wonderful little twirl that we talked
Oh, the
about?
footies.
Yeah, maybe just, I just want to get some like,
Everything in the back so that we have a clean back.
can.
No, it just
I
looks
just
like
don't
we're
wanna-
keeping hops
yeah.
to you for a reason.
So, yeah,
Awesome.
whatever it is, I'm just gonna grab, it's basically just B-roll from here on out.
Great.
So.
I need to do that music.
Cool. So you're not gonna get too tired. Let me get over here.
This is my first time at a point.
And now I want you to lift up on your supporting leg just a little higher through your rib cage. And take a deeper plie, take your time at the bottom.
Sorry.
That's her signature
Your turn,
draw.
Shannon.
She's got a jump.
I was looking at that, I'm like, I'm fine, you actually should later.
I did. We already got a second in the beginning. We do this to stretch out our feet and help breaking the shanks a little bit. It feels really good. It's a really good stretch. And then we also do a lot of roll base. A lot. Especially in Miss Megan's class. She has to do 400 roll base per class.
Really?
On one leg,
Good.
on the other leg, on both legs. It's crazy. Okay.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
That tastes good?
Do you want music?
Yeah. Is this okay?
You look fine. It looks beautiful.
The goal is to not move around. But I think we can have that.
Okay. Yeah.
Want your water, sweetie?
Yeah, we can take a break too if you want.
This is,
Are you sure?
we usually do 2 to 3 hours at a time, so.
Okay.
As long as I'm not getting all red and sweaty. That'd be pretty romantic.
Let me, yeah, let me try. If you would.
Fingertips are fun too.
But you travel. I liked what you just did here. It was very in control.
Yeah, it was nice.
Do your develop head because it shows that beautiful leg that you've got. Just sustain a little bit more, put a little bit of a softer face on. Let's start here, and then
Okay. We're gonna do plie already. Is that easier than piqué?
which one?
I can control it more with plie.
That is nice.
Yeah. I'll do that.
And he can cut into that first pirouette you did because that was beautiful, that first one.
Hey, it looked good to me.
Yeah. And I
Here,
I
this
can
trebles
practice.
on diagonal backwards.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I can practice this one.
Or you can start there?
Oh, I'm gonna start here.
Okay. And then you're gonna end up over there?
Backwards.
Cool. I will be...
Sure, he'll end up in the center.
Okay. I'll be like right here then.
Move out and do a quick shoe walk.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
This is how I spend every time. So this is part of a variation that I did at a competition a little while back. So here we go.
That's nicely done. Good turnout. Good elevation.
You know, if you're missing anything from key tree, side crunch.
No. You do your pecan, forte without that crazy music behind you.
Just PKs. PK double, PK
Oh, yeah.
double, corner to corner.
You could, actually. Yeah.
So this is three quarters.
And then make sure that you do shinny.
I'll
And
finish
then
it.
Finish it per tear. Just hold for 3 counts. Right.
Alright. What's your plan now?
So these are some PK turns, which is one of our corner to corner exercises, which we call across the floor, because we are going across the floor. And this is PK doubles, and then we also do what we call lame ducks. So in a PK, you come up onto a shoe, as opposed to a lame duck, because it looks like a lame duck. Come way down and then pick up. So I'm going to do some PKs for you. Might need to, there we go.
All right.
I'm going to try not to hit your face. Thank you. There's a lot of tissues while I'm dancing.
I think we almost got it. We'll just do this. Probably last one. Don't want to tire her out.
Yeah, she's starting to get a runny nose, so you know it's not flying everywhere when she's turning.
That's the golden rule for life.
Sweat balls are okay. No, it's not, right?
Exactly.
Right, Karen?
I should show him go poo. That would be funny. We have these stretcher shoes that you like put your feet in and they stretch your calves out and they look like medieval torture devices. It's hilarious. I'm not doing this on camera, just getting my foot in the box. Okay. And I would normally run off, but there's a wall there.
It's a good reason not to.
Exactly.
Cool.
Once more so you get you on diagonal.
Yeah.
And just go straight in. I would do 2 sets and then I would do shinny.
Single, double, single, double, shiny, shiny, beat, I feel like that.
I would do something right there at the end of the camera, but you don't want to be camera ribs flat. So chasse this way, so it's getting that beautiful élange. Yes. Okay. Now don't sit in your right hip. Keep that right.
I love those shoes.